I want to put something to you, call it a concept. It's one I've mapped for almost 2 decades. It's real and it's documented. And it's the pattern beneath the so-called breakthrough, the awareness, the insight. And I'll lay it out for you like this. Last week, you may have had an epiphany. The week before that, perhaps a breakthrough. And the month before that, an awakening. And yet, here you are. The same patterns, the same collapse, the same man. Just with perhaps better vocabulary to describe the dysfunction. This is the epidemic of insight without integration, the addiction to revelation without revolution, the performance of transformation without the architecture to hold it. Every plant ceremony, every breathwork session, every men's circle, every therapy breakthrough. They pile up like they're certificates, experiences that you collect, moments you catalogue, stories you sell at gatherings. I saw my shadow in the medicine. I met my inner child in therapy. I finally understood my father. I released so much anger. And then Monday comes, and you're the same man with the same reactions, the same triggers, the same distortions. Just now, with a story about how you've healed them. The breakthrough industrial complex has men chasing peak experiences like their achievements, like consciousness has levels to unlock, like awareness is a video game that's been gamified. But here's what nobody tells you. Breakthrough without structure is just neurological entertainment. Insight without embodiment is just intellectual pornography. Revelation without integration is just spiritual tourism. You're not transforming. You're just getting better at narrating your stagnation. The man addicted to breakthrough always needs the next one, the next workshop, the next ceremony, the next modality, because he never built the architecture to hold the first one. He's like a man pouring water into a vessel with no bottom. He's always filling, but nothing ever holds, always experiencing, but never actually becoming. I've watched men do ayahuasca many, many times, 20, 30, 50 times. I've done it too. But still, the same fundamental collapse exists, the same distortion, the same core distortion, just with more exotic stories about meeting God. I've seen men in therapy for decades, processing, excavating, understanding, still living from the same broken architecture, just with the clinical terms for their patterns. The breakthrough isn't the problem. The problem is mistaking the breakthrough for the work. The work is what happens any ordinary day 6 months later when no one's watching, when there's no ceremony, when there's no circle, when there's no witness. Can you hold your structure then? Can you maintain your field in normal life? Can you embody what you glimpsed on a moment-by-moment basis? Or do you need another hit of transformation, another peak experience, another cosmic download? A lot of men who exhibit these behaviors just become breakthrough junkies. They need to mainline epiphanies, shoot up revelations, and get high on their own expansion. But expansion without integration is just inflation, and inflation always collapses. Here's what real transformation looks like. It's quiet, it's invisible, and it's structural. There are no fireworks, there are no cosmic visions, no emotional catharsis. Just a man who's changed at the cellular level, at the structural level, at the field level. And that change doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to be witnessed. It doesn't need to be validated. It just is. The man who's actually transforming doesn't talk about his breakthroughs. He doesn't catalogue his insights. He doesn't perform his evolution. He just quietly becomes something different, day by day, choice by choice, breath by breath. No drama, no display, no declaration. Just architecture, slowly solidifying, structure gradually emerging, presence incrementally deepening. If you want to know if your breakthrough actually broke through, look at your life 6 months later. Look at your relationships. Look at your daily choices. Look at your automatic responses. Did anything actually change? Or did you just add another story to your collection? The medicine showed you God. That's beautiful. But do you now embody divinity when you're stuck in traffic? The therapy helped you understand your mother. That is wonderful. But did your relationship patterns actually shift? The breath work released your rage. That's excellent. But are you still reactive when triggered? Integration isn't a concept, it's an embodiment. It's not seeing something you understand, it's something you become. And becoming takes time, it takes practice, it takes structure, it takes discipline. Things the breakthrough junkies don't want to hear. They want the hit, the high, the peak, the cosmic orgasm of sudden understanding. But transformation isn't orgasmic, it's architectural. It's not ecstatic, it's systematic. It's not a peak experience, it's baseline reconstruction. Every breakthrough you've had that didn't change your life was just entertainment, expensive entertainment, spiritual entertainment, but entertainment nonetheless. And the sooner you admit that, the sooner you can stop chasing the next high, stop collecting experiences and start building structure, stop accumulating insights and start embodying presence. Stop breaking through and start building up. Because the man who needs constant breakthrough has no foundation. He's always crashing through walls because he never learned to use the door. He's always having revelations because he never integrated the first one. He's always transforming because he never actually transformed. The field doesn't care about your breakthrough. It only cares about your structure. And structure isn't built in peak moments. It's built in the valleys, in the ordinary, in the mundane, in the space between the fireworks. That's where real transformation lives. That's where real transformation lives. That's where actual change happens. That's where the man you're becoming slowly replaces the man you were. No breakthrough is required, just presence, just practice, just patience. The unglamorous work of actually becoming. Not just having experiences, but being transformed by them. Not just collecting insights, but constructing architecture. Not just breaking through, but building something that can actually hold what you've seen. Welcome to The Architect Speaks.